They say truth is stranger than fiction, and oddly enough, Reuters' 2,300 news gatherers have certainly found this to be the case. Whether it's an Afghan who lets scorpions crawl all over his face, a Lithuanian who pulls cars with his beard, or punk rock aerobics, Reuters has captured it, proving, oddly enough, that it's not fiction, but it is strange. Europe, the home of Western civilization and a lot of competitions. In the country famous for its stiff upper lip, these Brits lose their reserve for the annual bog snorkeling competition. In Germany, grown adults don't get on their soapbox, they cram inside them to race through the streets. They also row down rivers in bathtubs, stylishly disguised as boats and desperately trying to stay afloat. And for variation, they use their famous engineering talent to crash into a lake. Further north, these hardy Finns aren't letting sub-zero temperatures keep them away from their annual ice swim. Fans find it hard to stay warm, but not these swimmers, even if ice was forming on the top of the pool. On to warmer climes. Forget French kissing, this is how the Italians do it, underwater. At Italy's annual kissing contest, this kind of smooch just took their breath away. Or this is how you could treat your beloved. Put her on your back and run around an obstacle course. It's the International Wife Carrying Competition. But petite wives aren't necessarily preferable because the winner gets his wife's weight in beer. In the name of art, people from cities all over the world take their clothes off for an international photographer. And in the name of news reading, these women get undressed. So do these contestants in the Miss Chubby pageant. The Netherlands might not be known for its sandy beaches, but that didn't stop these Dutch sculptors. In fact, river sand, which is less prone to erosion, was imported to make one of the world's biggest ever sandcastles. It's not a bird or a plane, it's Angle Grinder Man. This Brit is so fed up with cars getting clamped as punishment for illegal parking, like a little fairy, he goes around setting them free. Now, this Turkish man may look like a hairdresser, but he's actually a hair collector. It started when the shop owner snipped a lock of hair from a girlfriend many years ago. Then tourists started adding their own. Hair has another meaning for this Lithuanian. Already known for having the longest beard in his country, he then painfully proves it's the strongest. This Georgian gave crowds an earful as he broke a Guinness World Record. For these guys, it's not so much about strength, but angst. After spending all day working on computers, these so-called cyberpunks are hurling the tools of their trade, seeing how far their old keyboards will go, and feeling mighty satisfied to see them smashed to bits. Speaking of smashing, Europe wouldn't be the same without Spain's annual tomato puree, the Tomatina food fight. Ditto for Italy and its Battle of the Oranges. With over 3.6 tons of oranges thrown, that's a lot of OJ. Now, you might think being hauled over hot coals is something to be avoided, but these self-helpers go feet first. Firewalking is a motivational course with a difference. Organizers believe that in just 4 hours they can get anyone to overcome fear. And now, for a nutritional interlude. Let me introduce you to the first Vienna Vegetable Orchestra. It gives a whole new meaning to a harmonious diet. Less tasty, but just as obscure, it's back to Finland for the Air Guitar World Championships. Yes, that's right, Air Guitar World Championships. Finally a chance for wannabe rockers to come away from their mirrors and entertain a real crowd. And across the Atlantic, the New World proves a little hungrier. Battling the bulge has almost become a creative art form. First, it's punk rock aerobics. This is for the bouncing souls who think Lycra is rancid, prefer no effects to flashy gyms, and don't mind clashing to the rhythm. And the antithesis, for more mellow, animal-loving types, how about yoga with your dog? And what do you call it? What else but rough yoga? In America's capital, this jogger likes the view from behind. These karaoke cyclers want to exercise their vocal cords and their ears. And these athletes like to work out in the mud. But for this compulsive, weird record breaker, he stays fit, being the fastest person to roll an orange with his nose for a mile. He says he knows he looks silly, but orange rolling is really very physically demanding. And maybe competitions like this are reasons people want to keep fit. Wolfing down spicy rice will make you a winner at the Jambalaya Eating Contest in Washington, D.C. And in New York's Coney Island, first prize goes to the hungriest hot dog eater. After all that feasting, you might want to kick back and have one of Jose Cueto Castellar's Cuban cigars. But at 45 feet and weighing 6 pounds, lighting it could be a problem. Across the Gulf of Mexico, Guadalupe might have had a Randy Clark and Miami has their partner. By local sharks losing business,
didn't mind wearing a tutu.
This European contest came to Carson City, Nevada, where men flaunted their facial hair. Yes, it's gotta be real and preferably extraordinary for the World Beard and Mustache Championship. Volunteers were running to break taboos in conservative Chile, where they took part in an international photo project. And here's something else that'll make you look twice: the world's first two-headed boa constrictor.